Hi guys, welcome back to Girl Therapy. I'm your host Nicole and we're back with another episode. I hope you girlies have had such a good week. This episode I am so excited about. It's going to be about being a girl's girl. Okay, wait, before we get into it, let me give you some life updates. Do I look different? You're looking at a girl who has wheels. I have a car. I got a car. I'm sure you've probably seen it on my Instagram and on my TikTok, on my Snapchat. Like, I've been posting it everywhere. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be annoying about it. Actually, it's not even annoying. I'm proud. I'm so happy. I love it so much. And it just makes me tear up a little bit when I think about it because at the beginning of this year, I made a vision board and my exact car is on my vision board. And it's so crazy to like check these things off and see them come to life. And if I'm being honest, when I put it on my vision board, I was like, I don't know when this is going to happen. I was looking at a few cars and a few different like colors because the vision board is an idea, right? But sometimes the things that you want change, and sometimes the things that you think you want come to life in a different manner. They don't always look the same, but they happen. You know, you could be like, oh, I want a relationship this year with this person. And then maybe you do get into a relationship, but it's somebody else, but it's somebody who serves you better. You know, like things come to fruition or things happen. Things look a lot different than maybe you envision them, but that doesn't mean they didn't happen. And I didn't know like if I was going to end up getting this car because I'd never driven a Bronco before in my life. I just put it on my vision board. I was like, I want a Bronco. Never driven one in my life. Didn't know which one I wanted. And when I went to the dealership, like that was the one that I saw and it like resonated so heavily with me. And there was a couple different colors and I really wanted a baby blue one. I was kind of set on that. But then when I drove this one, which is the one I have now, it's an all black Bronco Badlands edition because I was kind of wanting a heritage one. And I didn't even know the difference between all the different car types. When I made my vision board, it happened to be, I think the one that I have now, I can't see like the exact tag on it, but it's definitely not the heritage, which is the one that I kind of started to hyper fixate on it because it was like this big baby blue one and it's limited edition and they make it in baby blue. But then I saw the heritage ones in person and I was like, these are massive. Like these are tanks. I do not need a tank in Brickell and I'm a little girl. I do want a big car, but that car's a little bit too much car. I drove mine and I was like, this is my car. Like being in it, I was like, this is my car. And I had a moment where I was like, am I being dumb for getting this car? Because it's not a cheap car, but it's like reasonable, but it's like, it's a big expense that I don't have to take on. But will it make me happy? Will it make me work harder? I want to be proud. I want to be like excited to go into my car. I want something that suits me and makes me feel good. And then I deserve it. Like I like spoiling myself. I like treating myself how I want someone else to treat me eventually. And it's, of course, never like spend above your means where it's like you're in a really uncomfortable position. But I was like, I deserve this. Is it a splurge? A little bit, but do I deserve it? Yeah. And I couldn't be happier. And I kind of hate posting stuff like that sometimes where I'm not the type to buy something designer and like post it. You know, I know, and no shame if you do, you should be proud of yourself. Absolutely. Like there's people who will get like, designer bags or whatever, and they'll like post the picture of it in the boxes. And that kind of makes me feel weird. I've never been one to do something like that. And I haven't really posted a picture of my car, but I posted like videos like, oh, I got a Bronco. And I posted one on TikTok just being like, let's go look at my Bronco because I want to share this experience with you guys. I share my life with you guys. A lot of you guys have said that you also have Broncos and stuff, so that's really fun. We're car twins. Of course, I'm so grateful. I also worked for it. It's not like someone bought it for me, but it's like I feel really lucky that I can go into a dealership and be like, I want that one and come home with that one. I understand that not everybody has the luxury of doing that right now or is in that position. So I feel really lucky that I made this happen for myself. Not lucky. I guess I feel really good that I was able to make this happen for myself because it wasn't luck. And then I was like, I'm kind of nervous to like post these videos of me just in my car and being excited because I don't want people to take it in a way where I'm rubbing in their face or I'm like a brat. I just don't want to make people feel bad. And everybody, all of you girls, except for one, have been so excited for me, so encouraging. I've even seen comments like, that's my dream car. I love this for you. I can't wait for, my day to happen for me. And I was like, that's the energy that I want. Like, I'm so proud of the community I've created. I'm so proud of you girls. The fact that you can be excited for me and we can be excited together and really go through this life together and not feel like you guys are pitted against me or preying on my downfall. But there is one girl there's two girls preying on my downfall. Her name was Amanda. No, it actually was. I mean, if you're going to publicly comment something on my TikTok, you bet your ass I'm going to call you out. So Amanda, I bet it's not any of you guys listening, but I posted the video of me and my Bronco, or me like being like so excited about my Bronco, and this girl Amanda, only negative comment on the video was like, "You're so annoying." I'm like, you know what? At least I'm annoying with a Bronco. No, I didn't say that. But I was like, obviously Amanda is a little bit jealous or just not happy. And at first I was like, do I not comment back? Do I just delete it? Do I say something funny? I hate even feeding into negative comments and being like, thank you with a heart, like sending them love type of thing. But then it's also like, I'm not annoying. I was like, I'm allowed to be proud. I'm allowed to do that. You don't have to come to my page. And she followed me. So it's kind of like, what? I get like hate comments of girls who don't follow me or people who don't follow me or just like spam accounts. But when you actually follow me, it's like, why do you even follow me then if you think I'm annoying? So I just commented back. I'm like, you know what, Amanda, can you just let me live and be happy? And then she deleted her comment because it's such a weird comment. But everybody else has been so excited for me. And I was like, wow, I love you girls. I love this community, and this is what it's all about. And this is what I want. The empowerment that I want to feel and the people that I want to surround myself with. You know, it's just been so great. And it made me just think, girls girl. Like, I want to talk about being a girl's girl, a true girl's girl, not the, oh yeah, I'm a girl's girl, and then talking shit behind your back or being fake. A girl's girl isn't just someone who like likes everybody and is fake as fuck. That's not a real girl's girl. I want to also talk about this today too, because I just went on a walk with one of my friends and we were talking about, some of you guys who follow me for a little while know that there's this one girl in our friend group who isn't my biggest fan because of something that happened a couple years ago. And it wasn't anything that I did. I didn't even know her. Like, honestly, don't really know her now. She doesn't like me per se because I drunkenly shared a kiss with her now boo thing. I don't know. I don't want to give out too many details. Anyways, she's in our friend group though, obviously, because she's like engaged to this guy and she's around a lot. And, you know, I'm okay with that. I'm like, welcome to the group. Be friends with my friends. We can all share. I would love to get to know you because my friends seem to like you. So I would love to get to know you. If I like my friends, they like me. 1 + 1 = 2. But then I started to hear that like she didn't really feel comfortable in my presence, didn't really like me. And I thought she just didn't really know me. And she only knew this one small detail about me. And I was like, well, that was so long ago. I barely remember that. I would love to be friends with her. I mean, if she listened to my podcast for one day, she would know the men that I'm interested in. It's just not. I thought we were making strides, you know? I thought we were getting there because I had seen her and we'd exchanged like a pretty cordial, like a pretty good interaction. And I thought there was some laughs. Like we spent a couple hours together all as a group on a boat. And then I extended an olive branch and invited her to my birthday dinner and she never answered. I was like, okay, like maybe that was too much, but also I invited the entire friend group. I didn't want her to feel excluded. And then they just never answered. And I was like, okay, whatever. Like I tried, like I'm not going to push it. I don't know. I didn't realize it was so bad. I didn't realize like she actually didn't like me. I thought like we were making strides, but now she was just being fake, I guess, on the boat. If you don't like me, don't like me to my face. Don't act like you like me and then go talk shit behind my back or be weird behind my back or be rude. I don't like that. It's just not girl's girl. It's not a girl's girl thing. It's not a girl's girl to like pin each other against each other. Now our friend group feels awkward and uncomfortable. We're 30 years old. We're almost 30 years old. All of us. Some of us are over 30 years old. So why are we dealing with this? It's just been really frustrating because it's like there's no women in my life who bring drama and there's no women in my life who I don't feel supported by. And it kind of made me feel a little bit weird around my closest friends, like some of my best friends, because in a way it kind of felt like this girl is coming in and she doesn't like me, so I'm getting excluded from things. I'm not in the group chat anymore. I'm not getting invited out. When they do things, it's like they're almost not, I know they're not picking her over me, but she's made it abundantly clear she doesn't like being around me. And my friends are worried about pleasing all parties. And if they exclude her, then they have to exclude her fiance, who is like best friends with the guys. And I, you know, in translation get left out, especially because I like travel a lot and I've been moving and stuff. So it was kind of easy for me to like not be included, but now it's really noticeable. I'm here. I don't even get invited to things sometimes when she's not even there because I'm just not in the group chat, and that's where they make plans. And it started to get hurtful and it started to just feel like my friends aren't even backing me up. And I never want my friends. I know my friends are girls. I know my friends support me and love me. And it started to come to a point where I was like, but my friends aren't making me feel loved and supported by not standing up for me. And today I finally like had a real conversation with my girlfriend, and I didn't act like, oh, everything's okay, like I'm fine, it's cool, whatever. I was like, listen, if you're gonna be my friend, stand up for me. Someone has to say something. Otherwise, this is a bad reflection on our friendship and also on you, because I feel like you're being fake then. And she was like, you're so right. And I'm sorry, I didn't realize it was to this extent or to this point, and you should absolutely be included in these things. And like, I don't want to make you feel that way. And I was like, okay, we've discussed, the next strides. And that's just like one of the things I want to talk about, like being a girl's girl. Being a girl's girl is like being able to have honest and open conversations and allow a safe space for your friends and your girlfriends to not feel judged and to just come to you with problems and call each other out on shit and air shit out with each other. A girl's girl isn't being fake and being go with the flow and or brushing over things and then talking behind each other's back. No, like we're adults and we support each other and we love each other, and we're gonna call each other out for people's mistakes and bullshit and make each other better. And that's what it really is. It's like making each other better and making sure that our friendship is the healthiest it can be. Nobody should be compromising or backseating problems or trying to please everybody. If you're a girl's girl, we're going to talk to each other and we're going to be honest. It's always going to come from a place of love and never spite or hatred or never to put somebody down. Just to piggyback off of that, it's like your friends should be giving you constructive criticisms, and it's never criticisms to put you down or just to make you feel bad. Like a lot of girls will maybe put other girls down in front of males, guys, to get male attention or to feel better about themselves. That's not what girls do either. So I think like the most obvious sign that you're a girl's girl or someone's a girl's girl is just being excited for your friends and never feel like you're being pinned against each other and never letting jealousy get in the way. A girl's girl is going to support you and show up for you and be there for you and celebrate your wins with you. They'll never put you down. They'll never not be happy for you. Like your friends should feel the same excitement for you. They want what's best for you and you want what's best for them. The best example that I have of this is me and Livy. If you know my friend Livy, she also does social media. A lot of you guys know who she is, but I just need to make sure that if you don't know who she is, you understand that she's my best friend and she does the exact same thing as me, which is social media. We both do TikTok. We both do Instagram. We literally live the same life. We could have easily become friends and then felt competitive against each other, gatekeeped things from each other, not helped each other out, was jealous of each other's success. Livy has more TikTok followers than me, Instagram followers than me. I'm really proud of her for like the brand deals that she gets. And I could easily look at that and be jealous or try to put her down. I don't want to have you in my life because you make me feel worse about myself type of vibe. No, I'm so proud of her and all her success and all my friends' success. And I encourage it, and it's not a competition. There's enough space for everybody. Livy's the ultimate girl's girl because she could have not wanted to be friends with me because I do the same thing as her. She could have not wanted to be friends with me and not wanted to support me and give me tips and help me out. She could easily want to be like, no, I want to have this all to myself. I want to have the spotlight all to myself. And for a girl who loves the spotlight, both me and her, I think we do a really good job at allowing each other space to have wins and be excited for each other. Like if Livy has something going on in her life, whether it's positive or negative, if she's going through something, I really try to backseat my problems. If she needs my help, if she needs me there for her, I'm going to be there for her. And I'm not going to bring in my own problems or make it about me. If she just had like something amazing happen, she has a big day happening, I just want to be there for her 100%. And I'll be like, we can talk about my shit tomorrow. I'm so happy for you. I'm proud of you. Like I will never try to outshine somebody or take away a really exciting moment for them. Girls who are threatened by other girls will try to take away an exciting moment for them or not feel excited for them. And there's nothing worse than when you do something that you're really, really proud of and somebody immediately comes back with something negative or doesn't share the same happiness or joy with you. And then it kind of takes down your mood. It's really important to protect your energy in those moments as well and surround yourself with girls who are then encourage you, because if you start sharing these exciting things that are happening with your life with the wrong people and they start giving you bad energy, they start giving you a little evil eye, they start tearing you down, because if you're doing really good and they're not a true girl and maybe they're not doing really well, they're going to try to tear you down and take you down. The last thing you want is for somebody to knock you down and lower your vibration. If you are vibrating high, you want the people around you who are also going to vibrate high with you so you can bring each other up. You don't want some low vibrational person to then lower your vibration, then make you feel defeated, make you feel like you can't do things, that you're undeserving. Your friends will always make you feel deserving of the things that you have gained and the things that you have worked really hard for. There's no better the feeling than when your friends are proud of you and genuinely proud. So I'll always remember this. I was going through something with a guy and I was kind of having a bad day, and I had like a small win that day, and she sent me a bouquet of flowers, and I was like, I could cry thinking about it. That's a girl's girl. That is somebody who is there to celebrate everything with you and truly wants the best for you from the bottom of their heart. There's nothing more beautiful than that. I don't think guys will ever understand that truly. Girlhood is so beautiful and so sacred. And it really hurts me when girls don't lean into the culture, the girlhood culture, because it's such a beautiful place to be. A girl who isn't a girl's girl is really missing out, and it makes me sad. Girls don't hate guys by any means. You do have to be a little bit of a feminist to be a girl's girl, just a tiny bit. You know, I'm not saying like I hate guys, like whatever, female supremacy. I think that you do have to root for the girls. Hoes before bros. Girls say hoes before bros. Your girls will always be there for you. If you are dating a guy, thou shalt not throw away your best friends or forget about your best friends. Thou shalt maintain our same friendships with our girlfriends, because our girls are always here for us. Boys are not forever. The girls are. Unless you are married to that man, and even then, if your girlfriends need you, you're there for them. I think if you're picking to hang out with a group of guys instead of like going to go see your girlfriends or be there for your girlfriends, then you're kind of being a pick-me and you're not being a girl's girl. I get that some people love their male friendships and maybe they struggle to make female friendships. But if you are actively picking to go hang out with the guys or do things for the guys or blow off your girlfriends for a guy constantly, then you're not being a girl's girl. Guys can wait. Make them wait. They like to wait anyways. Like, make them chase you. Make it be a little bit harder. No, I'm with my girls. It's girls' night. I was just watching Sex and the City yesterday. The blonde one, Sam. They were all at a girls' night. And a guy came over and gave Sam his number and was like, oh, if you ever want to dance, blah, blah, blah. And they were kind of flirting. And she was like, it's a girl's night. And they were like, whoa, like you blew off a guy for us. And I was like, see, Sam, she loves dick. Samantha loves dick. She loves sleeping with men. She loves men. They make that, like, that's her whole character on Sex and the City. And even she's blowing off the guys. Like, if your girl is not a Samantha, if your bestie's not being like Samantha, we don't want her. I had a best friend in college, or in high school, actually. She was the worst. Looking at it now, she was just always after the guy's attention. And she even, like, if it was like a group of us with guys, she would just be always gravitating towards the guys or always doing things to get the guy's attention, whether it be like overly flirty and in everybody's face and trying to be the loudest in the room, like, when a girl's trying to get a guy's attention, just trying to do the most. And like, looking back at it now, I think when you're young, we're all finding ourselves and we all want attention from guys. But she was actually the fucking worst. She even dated my ex. She was my best friend. I'm talking about the girl that you do everything with, like sleepovers with every night, knows your family really well. Like, she was basically like, her parents were my parents type of vibe. And she fucking dated my ex right in front of my face and then just dropped me. Just to date him for like guy attention. She was obviously very jealous of me. Yeah, like, I think I was just like, oh my God, looking back at it now, I'm like, oh my God. I kind of touched on this, but holding space for each other to feel comfortable and making it a judgment-free zone. Girls do not judge each other. They don't make each other feel weird about situations. They don't try to put each other down. I feel comfortable telling my friends the weirdest, strangest, most outrageous things and never feeling judged by them. And the one girl who was my ex-friend, who I didn't feel safe telling her things because she would judge me or put me down, is not my friend anymore. Turns out she was talking shit about me behind my back, so she absolutely was not a girl's girl. I think to be a really good girl's girl all comes down to confidence and how much confidence you have in yourself and your self-esteem and your self-worth. I think girls struggle to be girls because they're not confident in themselves. They view girls as competition. They are just not sure of who they are. And it's really hard to be happy for somebody when you're not happy with yourself. It's really hard to encourage somebody or support somebody when you feel like you're getting the short end of the stick, or the world's against you, or you're struggling with your success or your job right now. I understand It's really hard to be happy for somebody, maybe when shit's not going right in your life. But I hope and I think that no matter what's going on in my life, I've always made my friends feel supported. And I've always been happy for them, because it doesn't take away from the shit's going on in my life, and it doesn't make my life better or worse. It's like, I'm going to be happy for my friends no matter what. I don't want to only be happy for my friends or people in my life when things are going right for me. That's not a real girl's girl. If shit is hitting the fan in your life and your girlfriend just won an Emmy award, you better be happy for her. Doesn't matter, like, no matter what, you know, because her success is not a reflection of who you are. And I think it takes a really confident person to know that. Like, her success doesn't make you less successful. It doesn't mean that you're doing things wrong. It doesn't mean that you're never going to get there or that you're not deserving of that thing. It just means she got there first. And that's amazing. And you should want to surround yourself with people who lift you up and people who inspire you and people who are almost in a way better than you. Like, I never want to surround myself with people who are less successful, not as smart, not as inspiring, not as creative. No, I want to surround myself with the best of the best. But to be the best of the best, we all have to be building each other up. And if you're not building each other up and what are you doing? We're tearing each other down. Then we're all losers. Then we're all unsuccessful. Like, you look stupid too if your friend does something amazing and you're just mean about it. It's like, what? Nothing makes me feel better or more confident than when my friends are doing amazing things and I'm encouraging them. Like, I gain confidence, I gain inspiration by my friends doing amazing things and me being like, that's fucking incredible, and supporting them and cheering them on from the sidelines. I think that the more that you lean into cheering on your friends and the more that you instill in your brain that this is not a threat, we are on two different life paths. I'm so lucky to have somebody in my life who's doing this, who is opening me up to these experiences and opportunities too. Like, if my friend's really successful, they're gonna, like, Livy, like, just recently invited me to the Grande Cosmetics brand trip. That was her brand trip. I was her +1. She brought me there with her. She could have felt like I was competition and didn't want to bring me with her and bring somebody else who makes her maybe look like cooler or better or not a competition, right? Because it's like, I'm another influencer too. She's gonna bring another influencer on her influencer brand trip. You know, she could have brought somebody else to make it, like, really make it all about her, but she didn't. She brought me with her. We're, like, bringing each other up. We're sharing experiences with each other. We're sharing our lives with each other, and we're doing this thing together is what it feels like. It was just such a beautiful thing. And I really encourage you to be happy for your friends. And if you have to force it sometimes, maybe you're having a bad day, like, put your shit aside and just be happy for them. Because a lot of the times that'll raise your mood and boost your serotonin and also make you realize, I can have this thing too. This person who's my friend, who is really in no different, like, league than me, like, no one's better than the other person, is doing these things, accomplishing these things. I can do that too. And it's almost like an affirmation, I think. The universe will reward you for being excited for somebody else and for your positive mindset. I think if you see somebody do something amazing and suddenly you have a lack mindset and think, well, I can't have that, then yeah, you're not going to have that. But if you see somebody doing something amazing and you're like, that's incredible, I'm so proud of you, you can have that and I can have that too, type of vibe, the universe will reward you and you will get that. You don't want to, like, push away that energy. If, like, you're surrounding yourself with that energy, if good things are happening to somebody who's really close to you, good things are going to happen to you as well, if that makes sense. Like, don't push away that energy. It's almost like when you are single and you see a lot of couples around you and you start to get disgusted and you're like, oh, like, I hate all these couples around me. Like, don't even want to look at them. Like, ugh, disgusted type of vibe. It's like, you should be welcoming that energy in. Because I think when there's things happening around you that are really great, or people or relationships around you and you start to see them more, or your friends having a lot of success, that energy is really close to you. Harness it, grasp it, hold on to that. And I think that's a sign from the universe that something good is coming in for you too. It's like when you start to notice things a lot, that means something's happening. Before I got my Bronco, I was seeing, like, nonstop Broncos. I don't really see them that much. Like, I feel like I see them, but I was seeing them so much. My mom even started seeing them so much. She didn't even know what a Bronco was really before I showed her the one I wanted. She's like, now I'm seeing them nonstop. Because, like, I think when obviously you start to notice things when you know what things are. But I was just, like, seeing all these Broncos and I was like, this is just a sign, like, the universe. And every time I saw one, I was getting excited and I was, like, looking at it and I was like, I can't wait for it to be mine. And now I have one. I'm sitting here with a Bronco. It's parked somewhere up here. And that's crazy to me. It's like, I I encouraged that energy. I welcomed that energy. And I didn't look at the Bronco and think, oh, I can't really have that. Maybe I shouldn't have that. I looked at it and I was like, that's going to be mine. I hope that if you have somebody in your life who you feel like is tearing you down, isn't making you feel good, that you cut them off, honestly. Not even maybe cut them off. Cut them off. I would rather have like one girlfriend who's a real true girl's girl and makes me feel really good than 5 who are like meh. I just gave you all the signs. I gave you all the things to look out for. I gave you tips on how to be a good girl's girl. So if you feel like you haven't been, it's okay. There's always time to change. But I really think it comes from yourself first and feeling good about yourself. Because when you feel good about yourself, you are going to lift up people around you. And I actually heard something recently. I was listening to a TED Talk and it was a woman. I can't remember exactly what she said, but this is what I envision now when people say something negative to me. It's they are glue and you are rubber. If somebody says something negative to you, it's going to bounce off of you and go back onto them because it's all a projection. And I thought that was an amazing analogy. It's like, this person's negativity is not going to sit with me. It's not going to resonate with me. And it's not going to land on me. I reject that negativity. It's going to bounce off me and they can deal with that. They can take back that energy. I want nothing to do with it. That is how I visualize even when people say negative things to me. It's like that negative comment came towards me. I don't accept it. I reject it. It's bouncing off of me and going back onto them. They can have it because if that's how they feel, they can feel that way about themselves, but not me. Fuck the mean people. Fuck them. Fuck the people who don't support you, make you feel good. We don't need them. You don't need them. I promise you'll be so much better without them. Be a girl's girl and surround yourself with girls, and things will start happening for you and things will start going right. And we should all just support each other and love each other and be there for each other. It's the most beautiful thing in the world. Girlhood is way better than brotherhood. Girlhood is the best hood. And even if it's like a random stranger, like hype them up. I saw a girl yesterday like taking pictures in Brickell and she could have been embarrassed. You know, she was like stopping. I was like, yeah, girl. Like I smiled at her. I wanted her to make her feel comfortable and good. That's what a girl's girl does. I cannot know you at all. I'll make you feel accepted and give you my support when you are in my presence, always. So I love you all. You know, I'm always rooting for all of you guys, rooting for your happiness, your success, your wealth, and everything that you want out of this life. I love you all. I will chat with you next week on Girl Therapy. Love you.